أيام بدأ عرض الموسم الثالث من مسلسل The Mandalorian اللي تخصص الحلقة الأولى منه عرض خاص في لوس أنجلوس بالتزامن مع بداية عرضه على منصة عالمية شهيرة.
حضر العرض الخاص أبطال المسلسل بيدرو باسكال وكيتي أوبرون وكمان كارل ويذرز وغيرهم من نجوم هوليوود، واللي هنعرف منهم تفاصيل أحداث الموسم الثالث منه.
There's so much more that we learned about Mandalore and Darksaber related issues and people that want the Darksaber. Some might argue more than others, and very, very specific ways to get that Darksaber back. And I can't wait for everyone to see that unfold. I love the anonymity of it because it's true, you know. Around the holidays, you'll see decorations. I'll be walking my sister's dog, and her neighbor has a baby Grogu, this massive inflatable baby Grogu with a Christmas tree. I remember being at the airport and a family in front of me, and their child had a baby Grogu onesie on to travel with, and it was a long line, and so I was behind this kid for like a good hour. And you know, it's a lovely thing to admire anonymously, actually.
I think that there is something about The Mandalorian that feels nostalgic. I feel that tonally it reminds us of the original trilogy, and it's introducing this to an entirely new generation. You can sit on the couch with the biggest Star Wars fan that's seen everything that there is to know about Star Wars and read everything there is to know about Star Wars, and a 5-year-old, and they love it all the same and for different reasons, and that is really, really special.
I can honestly tell you, I don't think anybody knows. If anybody knew what a formula was, everybody would be doing it. We're just very fortunate, I think, to have Star Wars as the galaxy in which we fly and swim and do all the stuff we do. We have great creative people producing, writing, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. We have a wonderful group of actors. We have a wonderful group of stunt people, performers. We have amazing production designers and post-production artists. I mean, it's probably one of the most comprehensively talented groups I've ever been involved with. So I think the delivery of ultimately the kind of entertainment that is going through Disney Plus is really, there's no secret. It's just, you do great work. You know, what do they say? If you build it, they will come. I think this is built properly.
Well, for me, you know, I do a lot of research in regard to the whole franchise and looking at other Moffs and how they've carried themselves. And I do that particularly to find what their link is to this whole universe. And then I refine that to what I have scripturally to deal with and to look at. And how do I make this Moff Gideon contemporary, cool, in style, in time, in step, in rhythm. And so I love that kind of work. And in this world I'm in now, I feel like Moff Gideon has a good reason to be here because he's trying to extend some vision, whether it be light or dark. And that's the struggle of this show, the lightness and darkness of it all.
We're going to reveal a bit more about where he comes from. Though, as far as the species goes, George always felt that species should be kept a little bit of a secret. They never really reveal too much, so we don't go back and learn more about the origin of the species. But we do learn more about what happened to Grogu as he starts to remember things, and we start to see things through his eyes, as we've sort of been establishing on the Book of Boba Fett and in the previous seasons of Mandalorian. Sometimes people guess at where things are going, and the audience is really smart on Star Wars, and they know it really well. A lot of people have been at it for decades. They've read a lot of, there's a lot of different contributions made, some of which are source material, some of them are extended universe. But the fans are very connected to these places, these people, these characters. Sometimes they come up with ideas that we look at each other like, I hope ours is as good as that. But the fact is we're fans too, and so when we get together, we talk just like the fans do, except we're in the writers' room.
اشترك في باقات واتشت الشهرية بتبدأ من 14 جنيه و99 قرش، وباقات سنوية تبدأ من 150 جنيه.